Richie on the beat.
Big homie told me chances make champions. Keep a poker face and play the hand that you was dealt. Big homie told me chances make champions. I done took so many, I think I deserve a belt.
I'm running it up, I'm fucking them up.
I'm thumbing through.
I'm running it up, I'm fucking them up.
I'm thumbing through.
I'm running it up, I'm fucking them up.
I'm thumbing through.
I'm running it up, I'm fucking them up. Hey.
I don't trust none of y'all niggas, can't buy that shit that you sellin'. When it's war you start bellin', so why is trill what you yellin'? Are they friend or they foe? Shit is really no tellin'. Got no time for the bicker, I'm aiming straight for they melons. Got a gang full of felons and they be slangin' that D. Like I'm slangin' these verses, you know this raw ain't for free.
I work 12-hour shifts.
Are you ready? First of all, Chances Make Champion, the podcast. When you hear the words Chances Make Champions, what you think? This is the only place where you're allowed to be a giant, where you're allowed to think big, where you're allowed to do it limitlessly. We in the building, bro. It's hot right now. Chances Make Champion, the podcast. Hey, listen, man, this guy, my guest. Go ahead, get ready. I'm about to bring you in.
Okay.
Today's guest don't need no introduction, but we're going to introduce him. We're going to bring him in.
Yeah.
He is the first guy to change events in the Midwest,
A little bit.
single-handedly.
Let's see if they get on there.
He is the first chef that throw events drama-free, good connects.
Mm-hmm.
You are the definition of networking.
Thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it and eat it. Eat it all up.
Today we got Platinum Chef Jay in the building. How you doing today, brother?
Decent.
Decent?
Decent.
Decent. You the best chef in the Midwest and you only decent?
Decent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, you got this appetizer coming up soon, man. Tell the people how you get started. The love for food, the love of creating.
So we're going to talk about the love of food?
We're going to talk about it all, baby.
Okay. So, I'm just waiting for some people to get on my live video. I think it's like 2 or something like that.
It's a podcast. Ignore the lie.
I ignore the lie?
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. So, my love of food, since we're going to start with that.
Yes.
My love of food came from when I was a tiny, tiny little boy. Just always curious about how things can taste so good, why your taste buds go crazy. What is taste buds? Why is taste buds important? Why is it one of the 5 senses? I just didn't get certain things when I was younger. So when I would go to school and they would teach us certain things, I would go home and try to, see if I can make sense of it. You know. So, and then one of those things became cooking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you learn it? Did you get it from a family member, or was there somebody that you saw that you was impressed by?
Man, my family on both sides, my dad's side, my mom's side, it's crazy with the palates. And just when I was younger, man, just watching my grandmother, watching my mom. My mom had 5 kids, so mainly she was a single parent. So she used to come up with concepts to make a little bit of something, but make it stretch and still make it really, really good. And my grandmother was the same way, especially around the holidays, Thanksgiving. She would just go in the kitchen and, if she didn't have time to go shopping or she missed the store and she still knew all her grandkids and kids was coming over, she still pulled it off, man. I was just always curious, like, how do you do that? You are a different type of people. So yeah, and even on my dad's side, like my Aunt Rose, God rest her soul, She was the alpha omega when it came to food. The way she would just come up with flavors, the smells, the aroma coming from the kitchen. You can smell her food a couple of doors down.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was. I just wanted to always figure that out.
When did you realize you was good? How old were you as a chef? Not as a chef, but when you knew, like, okay, I can cook. Let me take the next step. How old were you?
I was 9. I was 9 when I first realized that I could probably do something. I didn't think I could cook yet, but I was 9 years old. I became brave. I wasn't scared of the stove anymore.
Courage.
I burnt my hand when I was younger, so I was really, really scared of the stove because I touched the eye of the stove when I was like 6. My grandmother was cooking one day, and she kept telling me, back up from the stove, back from the stove. That's hot. That's hot. That's a hot box. And she turned her head to grab something out the cupboard, and I just placed my hand right on the stove. Man, it was terrible.
They had a heart attack.
Yeah, they went crazy because I was the baby boy. So
Right. Okay.
So from that point on, I was a little intimidated, scared of the stove. Every time I would see steam come from a pot, I used to fall back. Mm-hmm. And then one day, my mom got sick. She was in the hospital. And she's a nurse. She was a nurse working in the ER, and she's made dinner for us all the time. And she modeled and traveled. Again, like I said, I ain't gonna never leave that out. She took care of 5 kids. And one day she got sick, and she came home, and I was like, man, I really want to do something. So I went downstairs and I made chili for the first time. I used to always watch my mom make chili, and then the chili turned out to be pretty decently bad, but. But
I don't know how to make chili right now.
But I made it.
Okay.
Yeah. It smelled like chili.
Yeah.
It really did. But it didn't taste like chili.
It was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. Everybody ate it. My brothers and them, they tore me up for it. But from what I dealt with my family cracking on me and talking about me, made me really, really want to push them to prove them wrong that, man, I can do this.
Yeah.
So it became a passion.
It takes a moment for somebody to clown you to be like, all right, I want revenge.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better.
I don't think anybody can clown you worse than family. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why, some of the cats I know I grew up with, when we would get into it or, talk about each other, it really didn't faze me like that. But when I go home, my big, my big brother, he wouldn't let me play the video game. He called me church boy, khaki man, company man, all that stuff. So, when he used to do that.
Which brother is that?
That's my older brother, man.
Okay.
We don't say his name too much, but my older brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so the oldest. So yeah, like him, my cousin, they used to just tear me up, man. So it's just that it was a difference, from outside your home than being in the home when people putting you down and hurting you versus people that really don't know nothing about you. So,
Right.
I carry that concept with me now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody hurt you like family.
So give me your title. What kind of chef are you?
Man, I earned so many titles. It's crazy. I can't even remember most of them. I'm a production chef. A lot of people don't know what a production chef is. But production chef is someone that's a fast thinker, quick on their feet, and can execute at any moment of a time. They can execute a beautiful dish from scratch, out of nowhere. It just appears. And a production chef is also the one who controls the volume of the restaurant. Like when your restaurant is on a wait,
Okay.
Production chef steps in and he knocked that weight down. So he guarantees, like most ticket times when you're cooking in a restaurant, most ticket times is supposed to be about 11 to 12 minutes.
Okay.
Anything over 11, 12 minutes, it goes in the reds, calls the weeds. So anything over 15 minutes is that kind of calls the weight. Production chef is the one who comes in, put the strongest people on the line, know his team, and know where to put them to execute everything within the time that's allowed to cook each and every ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what made you start the appetizer?
So the appetizer was a baby that was just in an egg that was waiting to hatch. And this egg just sat there for years. And what happened with this egg is that it went through a lot of obstacles, loops and turns and setbacks.
Okay.
And never financially either. Never was that personal things, relationships, just ideas that's not going right. reputation not building the way it needs to build, people faith, the doubt in people, because, I feel like people can be really wishy-washy. One minute they love you, next minute they don't. They don't even have to have a reason. And that's a scary thing when you want to front your money to entertain.
Right.
So like so that's what it was. So, it just after a while it just became something that I was like, let's just do it. And I wanted to take the strongest people with me.
Okay.
Some people that can help clear up a lot of things that wasn't true. A lot of people that can paint the picture, make it reality. Like, look, this is what he does. He can do this. You should come to the show. I work with him. I'm his partner. I'm his family. I know him. I put my name behind him, that type of thing. And sometimes, it takes a good group of people to paint a canvas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So once that happened, once I got all my ducks in order, after thinking about it, after writing down so many ideas over so many years, and seeing other events in the city too that I admired, I called one of my strongest guys. You know what I'm saying? So I called my cousin Dan. I called him, Dan Harris, and I spoke to him about it, and he had a similar idea that he wanted to do too. So we kind of mashed everything together, and then he sat back and let me take the wheel, and we ran with it.
So I gotta ask you this: when you explained this vision to him, did he understand it right off the bat, or did it had to take some time to catch? Because I'm asking you this because the first time you explained it to me, it was like, are you a chef? You know what I'm saying? Like, you was describing me something a rock star would do, you know what I'm saying? And I was with the smoke, you feel me? But what gave you that creativity to put a twist on the food, the twist on the event, you know what I mean? Because it's a certain vibe when you go on the appetizer, man. Explain to the people, you know what I mean? How you got there, you know what I'm saying?
Man, so again, observing a lot that's going on around me, and this is what I'm about to say. Some people may take the wrong way. Some people may say, man, he real. Some people may, man, he full of shit. But I see things the way I see things, and I can't help the visions that God placed in front of me. And if it comes out, it comes out. And if you don't understand, it's really about how I feel about it, at the end of the day. But after observing so many events that I used to attend in the city, a lot of people call things upscale. Oh, that's my dad. I got to answer that.
Answer.
Let's take a break. Hey, Pops. Hey.
How much longer you guys gonna be?
We just started.
Live and direct. We're interviewing the chef.
Okay.
Had to answer that emergency phone call. BG Herbo.
We're live right now.
We still recording, baby. This part of the interview.
Yeah, we live. All right, we back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And let's resume. Okay, we're back. All right, cool.
Yeah, so yeah, man, let get some people some game on, the fly event, the appetizer.
Yeah.
Like, what made you start? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so much. I'm being nice, man. It's so much sauce.
We got to be nice.
It's a vibe when you go in there. It's exclusive.
Yeah.
You may see the mayor. You may see the owner of, you know what I'm saying? A roofing company. You may see it's a lot of people. It's a lot going on, man. How'd you set that tone like that, bro?
So I'm gonna ask you a first question. I'm gonna get to
Okay.
that because now what you're asking me is networking. And I'm
Networking.
gonna explain what that is because we.
Tell me about the twist first.
So the twist was watching a lot of events that I used to attend here in the city, and I was just looking at what some people call upscale, what they felt was high end and things like that, and then the prices didn't make sense to me,
Right.
because I come from a high end family.
Right.
I'm just gonna be honest. We were taken care of. So, from what I look at, from what people put out, you're talking to a chef who worked in all the fine dining restaurants. I manage a lot of them. I've seen all type of people of all walks of life.
Name 5 restaurants you manage.
Carver Steakhouse, Cheesecake Factory, the pub. I opened the pub, opened the Cheesecake Factory, Bar Louie's, and then it was a really, really nice restaurant I worked out in Springboro, and it was called Tomcats. And that was...
I heard of that.
Yeah, Tomcats is now Chipotle. Okay, so if you guys ever go to Springboro, Ohio, you get off the highway at the Springboro exit, you turn left, go under the underpass, go right past the underpass. It's right next to the BP gas station, and right across the street it's a shopping center. But that Chipotle used to be Tomcats. It's probably the biggest Chipotle you ever seen. The reason why is because it wasn't originally a Chipotle.
Okay.
It was Tomcats, and I worked there probably about 7 months. I did a lot of bouncing around on purpose because, I learned so quickly, so I get bored easily. So I did a lot of bouncing around, and I really settled where the opportunities came with salary. If it wasn't really a salary job for me, I would tell them the second they hire me, don't expect to keep me long. So, unless you're going to put me on salary.
Right.
But really just after observing a lot of these events, I just didn't feel like it was really, I felt like things was missing to what they describe as upscale.
Okay.
So I just kind of sat back and I watched. I didn't never hate on anybody or didn't say anybody know what they were doing, anything. I just manifest what I wanted to do for the future. So then that's when a lot of the things start to come up, related to what I want to do with the appetizer, and also being a caterer and traveling, doing so many different events, being so many different people's chef, and looking at a lot of people ideas that they come up with for their events just gave me a good layout of what I want to do, and my cousin was down with it. My cousin was down with it. My lady was down with it. My mom, my dad, everybody I talked to, they was like, man, let's do it, so, and again, implementing the ideas of what my cousin wanted to do too was just a great thing, man.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. When I first met you, it was like I didn't get it at first. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? But when we start creating and throwing ideas, and you know what I'm saying, I was paying attention. It was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're the first of its own kind. You see what I'm saying? So It was like I didn't get it at first, but once I understood it, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And speaking on your second question, so the appetizer is a networking event. The reason why it's a networking event is because everybody that's involved are bosses. We all own our own businesses. We see so many people that we deal with on a daily basis. My cousin, he owns Top Quality Auto. He has his own car lot. He see a lot of traffic. He's on a busy road on Dryden Road. You got Carl Johnson, the 0937 members only. He has a lot of people that's in and out. Plus, he does a lot himself. Then you have you, who has a moving company. You have a studio. You does designs. He does a lot. You do a lot. So you meet a lot of people that call you. My manager, Shamika Bottom, she works for Wu-Tang. She does work with them. She travels. She's from coast to coast sometimes, even randomly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got Tony Sanders with New Image Entertainment. He works out of Atlanta. He manages national recording artists, R&B artists. Some think he only managed Tony Terry, but he managed a whole lot more. He's a part of a whole lot of other projects. Then you got D&E Studios with a small venue for the smaller crowd, the smaller group of people. And then that's just all networking. So our team with itself. You know what I'm saying? Even with Terry the Voice, DJ Exclusive, even when we had Chris Wiley, our former host, we all working. Terry is doing every single event in Dayton. There's no other host doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Terry's
on.
To me, Terry is like one of the most important tools that we have, because there's not an event where the promoter don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So, if it's about networking, then Terry should be able to say where he's going to be at next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's there to do his job, but then you also there to pump you up too. Hey, this is what I got going on. This is where I'm going to be at.
Cross promotion.
Yeah. So, so I just feel like with the team that we put together, man, it's just strong. Like DJ Exclusive, he a truck driver. That's his day-to-day job. He see people all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like with the team that was put together, man, we're a strong fist. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the movie Soul Food, they say, you take your hand, and when you ball it up, you can strike a mighty blow. And that's how I feel like the appetizer. We're a mighty blow. You know what I'm saying? Even with Vinay, she's an artist. She sings, she dances, she does art. She's everywhere too. She's just as important as Terry is. She's on every show. She's in the church. She sings. You know what I'm saying? From venue to venue. You know what I'm saying? And she has a nice passion for supporting other people in their events too as
Right.
well. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
so like,
important.
yeah. So I mean, I just feel like it's an unstoppable force, especially when we all come together and just make it happen. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, or just on some common sense, easy stuff. Like, hey, the appetizer coming, let's push it. You know, so let's tell everybody about it. You know, but the appetizer, that's so we're the foundation of the networking. You know, but the networking within itself is the people that we invite, the other bosses that
Right.
we invite to the
Right.
event. You know what I'm saying? And having the vendors opportunities to
Yeah.
meet these other bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to meet these patrons that probably didn't even know that they existed or didn't know how to find them or never even heard of their business or their company. You know, so, you know, having the vendors, having the people come, putting everybody in one big room with
Yeah.
amazing food, amazing talent, an amazing band, amazing host.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you not network off of that?
Right.
You can sit down and enjoy the show all you want to, but the person next
And-
to you is
and
somebody.
vendors.
Yeah,
And vendors.
yeah. But the person next to you is somebody. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, even and that's what I feel like it's about. Like, we shouldn't have to say what it is. It is what it is when you see the room.
Right.
When you see the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you walk into this room, you just come to have fun and you ain't come to try to pay a bill or make some of that money back you just paid the appetizer.
Right, right.
Then you just there for a time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And the appetizer is an ongoing event that I feel like everybody should be a part of.
You know, you've turned my clientele up. I've seen you help people. I've seen you help people that need work. I've seen people that, trying to link with different vendors inside the appetizer. You got Art. What's the name is? First Class.
First class limousine service.
First, shout out to First Class Limousine.
That's the guy right there. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But it's opportunity in there. It's you can find a big brother in there. I've seen people get married in the appetizer.
Oh yeah. I mean that
You
added-
made a lot of babies.
So that's the reason why I say the appetizer to me, Dayton, Ohio. Okay, I can't speak for everybody else, but to me, Chef Jay Jones, Platinum Chef, owner of Platinum Caterers, the appetizer is the most leading and longest lasting so far upscale real event. You know, we like you bringing up First Class Limousine Service. I added him to the equations too because I feel like the appetizer is upscale enough because you're going to a prime dinner. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, you're going to a prime dinner. So why not want to do that in a limo? We giving you access to a limo each and every single show.
Each and
every single show. And if you ever was to get the limo, you're getting it outside his regular rates because you're coming to the appetizer because he's an
Right.
official partner of the appetizer, one of the startup partners of the appetizer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he started his limousine company because of the appetizer.
Wow.
And he went from one limo, now he got 5. You know what I'm saying? In 4 years, he got 5 limos, man. Like, if you can't, you can't say it's not networking, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say it. You know, like, I told Ark, I said, hey, man, I guarantee with the people that's coming here, they're going to be booking your limo. They're going to be telling other people about your limousine service, dog.
Yeah.
All you got to do is park it outside. We don't need no bodies in there, man. I'll put gas in it.
Right.
Just park it outside.
Yeah.
Let people see it when they walk into that front door. Park it right there in front of the front door so they can't miss it. I want them to think we got somebody in there. We
Yes,
got a
sir.
damn soul in there. that limo empty. We waiting to put bodies in
Promo
there.
package.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's the same thing with Taliaferro. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got Taliaferro, I love him. We went to high school together. That's my guy. That's my dog. And when I didn't realize the man was that dope in art, and I've been knowing him forever, even his sister Ebony. And I came across his page one day, and I was looking for an artist for the appetizer when we first started the appetizer. I said I wanted somebody on stage, you know, doing art while the show was going on. I don't care what anybody's saying, Dayton. I'm the first to do that. I would definitely take credit for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted him to be on stage while the show was going on. Paint whatever God give you. You know what I'm saying? If you paint the crowd, it's the crowd.
Paint the crowd.
You know what I'm saying? If you paint the artist, it's the artist. You know what I'm saying? Whatever came to him, I wanted him to do that live on the stage. And we promote him, you know, with the host, you know, recognizing, hey, this is what this man just did up here for 2 hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
literally painting a canvas
Indeed.
in an hour and a half, 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? And who wouldn't want to be able to take home that fresh painting?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You guys really gonna let him take this painting back to his studio?
One of a kind.
Let the paint dry. you don't want the paint while it's wet.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So I always wanted him. And then when we changed up the shows and started moving to the bigger venues, I wanted him on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted him set up directly behind my main food station, the part where people come see the chef, where I'm giving them my personality and witty charisma and all that other stuff, or whatever people want to call it. But I want when you see me, you see this art, but then we have this art right here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that was my vision for him. You know what I'm saying? Because Taliaferro to me, man, he's one of a kind, man, and I really, really admire all his work. He's amazing. You got to get him on here too.
Okay, give us a sneak peek of the Platinum Bites, the new Platinum Bites you got coming up.
Man, we just did it on Fox 45, man. How many sneak peeks you want me to give them? By the time, if I give them another one, they're going to be full.
We was on Fox 45?
Yeah, we was on Fox 45. Good day dating, sir.
Okay.
But, the small bites.
The sneak peek?
Give them a little bit, just a little bit. So the small bites menu, it is what I'm doing is I'm taking what you guys has been seeing out of me, and I'm condensing it down to a small bite, and I'm making it unique. So I was just doing some research and realized that we have done 37 appetizers here in Dayton, Ohio, with a budget of $8,000 each and every show. Wow, I guess people think we out here play pimping.
No, we ain't play pimping.
We ain't play pimping, man. This is what I mean when I say a real upscale show. We have a budget of 8 bands. 8 bands. And a lot of that is the food and the venue. You know what I'm saying? And the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But, I want to talk, before I answer that small bite question, this is the real meaning behind the appetizer. This is what you asked me the other day. So the real meaning of appetizer is not just the food. The appetizer of the food part is a collective of things that I come up with throughout the month of catering for certain people. And when I get the text messages, the phone calls, hey Jay, that was this or that, or wow, this was delicious.
That's everything right there.
Boom, 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 boom. So when I got to come up with these menus, I'm coming up with the menus of what I received from the people.
Okay.
That's what the appetizer menu is. But the appetizer itself is everything that we're offering: live entertainment, poetry, vocalists, art, food, atmosphere, people. We are all the appetizer. Everything about the appetizer is an appetize moment. You're saying you're getting a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You're receiving some great entertainment. You're receiving some networking opportunity, and you're receiving a great meal. That's an appetizer in itself. The appetizer, this is what you were waiting for. The appetizer is like going into your favorite restaurant. This is what a lot of people are waiting for, because I've only said to a small amount of people.
Right.
They want to hear it. People want to hear it. So the appetizer is when you go into your favorite restaurant, you can't decide what you want to eat. So you sit down at the table, you're looking at your date or your friends, and everybody know what they want to eat, but you don't have a clue. So you settle for the sampler. The sampler is a little bit of everything to curb your appetite.
Right.
So the appetizer is a sampler of your appetite. That's what it is, man. It's just a sampler to curb your appetite, just to hold you over to the next appetizer. That's what the appetizer is, man. So hopefully that makes sense to people. If not, it makes sense to me. I'm a chef. It may make sense to another chef. I don't know, but I'm different.
Okay, before we get out of here, how does it feel to be a proclamated chef?
Wow. I haven't even really announced that yet. I don't know yet. I'm going to see when that day comes.
You don't know what it feels like?
I don't know what it feels like yet. I'm going to see when that day comes. It comes from the people.
The people.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could feel any way I feel like I should feel. But if the people's not making me feel the way I feel, then I'm not really feeling that yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everything comes from the people. Your money comes from the people. Mm-hmm. Your hope comes from the people.
Right.
Your opportunities come from the people. Your next leveling up come from the people. Paying your bills come from the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, the confidence comes from the people. I was telling Dre the other day, like, I go to Kroger's, I go to Costco's, I get compliments all the time. And like I told you, I can't be gone 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody gonna stop me in the store. They looking at my cart. They asking me a million questions. They're telling me I follow you. I do this. I do that. But where is the support?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give that same support you give me talking to me. Let me see your face at this event.
So I'm glad you brought that up. What are some things when the support is low? Mm-hmm. And it feels like nobody is there? What are some things that you do to stay focused?
So when the support is low, meaning we just lost a lot of money because remember we got a high budget. Man, that takes a strong person to have this type of budget month after month to have just one of them not do well, you know. So, and to get up and continue to keep doing that, I get my strength from Rocky. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Mick, that was my dude. Rock, you gotta get out.
Oh man,
yeah, you get knocked down. Rock, you gotta get out.
Damn it, Rock.
You know, even when they made the commercial, you know, the MTV Clay Fighters back in the day.
Yeah,
man, that's
yeah,
the
that
only
was
thing
dope.
that that's the only thing that they said. Like they had Mitch, like.
Yeah.
You know, Rock got knocked down in the ring as a clay fighter, and Mitch looked at him. He yelled over the ropes like, "Rock, you gotta get up when you get knocked down."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
he jumped back up.
and that's just how I am, man, about everything, man. You know.
And we're back. Chances Make Champions, the podcast, man. We sitting here with Chef Jay. We're talking about the appetizer, why it happened, how it happened, and how he got started in the business, man. Give them the address, the information on how to get to the appetizer and tickets, bro.
All right, so you can get on Eventbrite.com, type in appetizer day, and then it'll show up. The event is taking place at the Antioch Shrine. That's 107 East 1st Street, downtown Dayton. Again, that's 107 East 1st Street, downtown Dayton, the Antioch Shrine Temple. It's a beautiful venue. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We did one show there, and it was so beautiful, we decided to take our anniversary back there. So that's what we're doing. Tickets right now is $40. That's the early bird price. That expires February 5th.
Okay.
We will not be extending that, if I can speak on that. We will not be extending that. And the reason why is because if you really, 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 really want to be a part of the appetizer, you're going to meet that deadline. I come up with this. I say this for this reason. One day I was in Kroger's. I don't know how much. Do I got like 5 minutes, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. I was in Kroger's one day. Kroger's will always be part of this. I was in Kroger's one day, man, and this lady asked the cashier. I was behind this lady in the line, and she said this cashier 3 times, dog. I'm not lying to you. She said, "You watch football?" I heard this young lady say, "No, I don't watch football." Clear as day. Mm-hmm. And the lady started talking to her about the bingos. She just kept going. And then she looked at her again. She said, "You watch football?" They said, "No, ma'am. I don't watch football. I don't keep up with it." Right. And she was like, "You know, I ain't got no money. But she was like, you know, if they go to the Super Bowl, I'm getting my tickets. I'm getting my tickets like I'm getting them Jordans." You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, when hearing things like that, this on a natural level, that lets me know, man, if you don't come to this show and you've seen the promotions, that just means you just decided not to go.
Right.
So why should I extend, you know what I'm saying, why should I extend an already discounted price? Right. It's already discounted. You know what I'm saying? So the expiration is February 5th. Prices will go up $5 after February 5th. And prices will go up again the day of. So I strongly, strongly encourage you to get on Eventbrite.com or dial 937-668-6797.
9067.
9067. That's my manager Shamika in our line. I keep doing that. So, but if you get on that line, you can text that line, get your tickets, or you can get on Eventbrite. We cut out all the middleman stuff. Right. We're just trying to make it easy so you don't have to go to 937, but you can't go to 937 and receive any information that you need, or you'll get the same information that we just gave you.
Okay.
You know, but we want to make it easy. We want to make it convenient. We want to make it easy, and we want you to come to the show and really, really enjoy yourself. You know, and bring a cute date. Don't bring those ones. Bring
right.
Cute.
Don't bring that. Don't bring dirt.
Yeah, you know, guys got to be fitted. The dress code is above casual.
Grown and sexy, man. This is the definition of grown and sexy.
I don't use that. I don't use grown and sexy, man. Everybody use that.
Everybody's grown and sexy in there,
man. The dress code is above casual, and you can't miss.
Right, above casual,
and you can't miss. And what that mean when I say you can't miss, I mean you can't overdress, but you can underdress.
Right.
Yeah, you can definitely underdress.
Them J's ain't gonna cut it.
Nah, you wouldn't even feel right.
Baby girl.
Especially inside the shrine. You would not feel right. The shrine is beautiful, man. It's a beautiful facility. We're going to use every inch of it.
Dresses and blouses.
Man, yeah. You know, we got some great vendors that's going to be a part of this one. I just got word, Aaron Allen from Happy 360. He hit me and said, "Hey, man, I got a new 360 that I'm going to bring to the appetizer. I'm cracking it open at your spot. And it's gonna be dope, you know. And
he's the originator.
Yeah, he don't miss. I called him the 360 King, you know. And I know a couple other people with 360s, but You know, Aaron, when he first bought that thing, he came to my house in Trotwood like,
Right.
you got to see this, cuz. You know,
Yeah.
You know, and that's when we threw him out there quick. You know what I'm saying? So he's evolving. He's doing great things. He's all over the place, man. I want to give a shout out to Kelsey McDonald, man, the DJ Kelsey, because he was our light engineer.
Yeah, he
and
does
a couple other
lights,
engineers.
yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of things for us, and you know, we carrying that legacy on it with Vibe and Lights now. You know, so
Okay.
But just wanted to get that shout out to him, man.
Before we get out of here, man, give me a quick description about the therapy, like when it first started and it was jumping. I heard so many rumors about. I only been to one show and that was the last one.
Man, so the reason why I told my cousin Dan, I said, Dan, man, we got to do that therapy. Therapy to me is just responsible for a birthing a lot of great things. You know, I'm gonna pay homage to Soul Food Sunday. You know what I'm saying? When Soul Food Sunday was down there, man, they had a 10-year run, and they just always delivered. You know what I'm saying? They always gave a good show. They let the people sing. You know, it was like a live karaoke with the band and things like that. And whatever you asked the band to play, or you know, they played it, and the vocalist would sing it. And it was a dope concept. And they had a chef there, my home guy, my dude, Chef Dre, party chef. You know, he was the chef for that event.
There's a party chef. There's a thing called a party chef.
There's a thing called a party chef. He's definitely the party chef, man. He'll let you know too, loud and proud. That's his boy. That's my boy. Cool guy, man. And he was doing the food down there, and I just liked the whole concept, man. I thought it was nice, and for them to be down there as long as they was, even when they took hits, even when people didn't show up. Shout out to Dave Martin and Pat Hill. You know, but even when they took losses, man, they kept coming back. You know, they didn't, and they did other events outside that too as well. Pat Hill and David Martin, and Dave Martin went to have his own nightclub for the first time as a promoter. I think he's one of the first promoters to do it. He had had cognacs. You know, I had it when it was Licensed Sirens, but I was in partnership. You know, so he and then
Licensed Sirens was jumping.
Yeah, Licensed Sirens, that wasn't even my first rodeo. Licensed Sirens was just my first home. You know, but my first rodeo was the 88 Club. I started that with Terry the Voice, DJ Chaos. I made DJ Exclusives learn it. Like, dude, get on it, bro. You got it. You got to start now. And at that time, man, we was competing with the big dogs, man. Like Tommy Owens is out here shaking things up, man. He was always shaking things up. And then you had Michaels, you know, with Mike Perry. You know, he had Michaels down at the Kettering Tower.
Okay. And
that was always jumping. And we was right around the corner at the 88 Club, man. And I didn't even realize at that time when I jumped in the promotion game, I was jumping in with gorillas.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I was young. They were older than me. And I'm like, man, I was paying to go to their parties before I started going to parties, but didn't realize it was their parties. You know, I would talk to Tommy like, what up? And didn't realize I was at Tommy Owens and entertainment. Right. You know, I found out the next day with Darren Bird and all them. I'm like, man, what? You know, I remember when they had this is throwback here, man. They had they were doing First Fridays out in West Carrollton, man, at a club called, man, what's the name of this club, man? I can't think of it was a dope club too, man. They had a fire truck inside theirs too. And Darren Bird, Kerry Ivory.
That sounds familiar.
I can't think of it. It's gonna come to me as soon as we got the Airwatch. But Darren Bird, Kerry Ivory, they were there doing security, shaking people up, choking people up, put them in headlocks. And I think it's crazy now that Darren Bird, now he's a mentor, but you was shaking people up, you and Kerry. Yeah, we remember that.
I think, that's one of my homies' big brother.
Yeah,
I think he threw me out before.
They're my guys, man. They're my guys, man. You know.
Yeah, Darren.
But
the Bird family.
But the legendary promoters, man, Meech, he had like 5 clubs, man. I think he had more clubs than anybody in the city. He had all his clubs was downtown, and you know, he got a restaurant now called 111. Elevate is it? Well, yeah, 111.
The 111 building.
Yeah, it's inside of 111 building. And man, him and Joey Williams, they doing great things down there. Their food is delicious. But at this end, he Meech himself has overcome a lot of obstacles, man, and that's a dude that I admire, man, because like, I would have thought he just would have just threw in everything, the towel,
right,
his house, his cars, and just left. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
But this dude, man, he just it's like standing in the graveyard and you just see the dirt come out the ground. You're like, oh man, what's going on? I'm getting scared. And then his Meech coming from the grave with something else, man. Like he's amazing. That's my dude. You know, so it's just, you know, I came out in that era, man. That era was like 15, 16 years ago. And these dudes they was doing major things, man.
Yeah.
And I'm right there popping with them. And I just never been afraid of a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No doubt.
And messing with them, you will lose a lot of money. You know, they had a lot of favors. They was knee deep in the game. They getting the word out wasn't a problem for them. Getting people to come wasn't a problem for them.
Right.
So you got me and my friends trying to, you know,
Right.
we trying to get our name out here, and they just walk right over us, man. You know. And I used to tell my dudes, like, bro, I ain't about to let these cats chase me away, man. I'm going to dance with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what
And
I
now
did.
we here.
Yeah, now we here, man. And we all got respect for each other. I love every last one of them.
No doubt. Well, yeah, make sure y'all come to the appetizer February 25th.
Please do.
What time?
So doors open at 7 and show starts at 8. Well, man, you shouldn't have asked.
Please bring up L Coach.
I am. That's why I was about to go straight entertainment on them.
Okay.
All right. So this is what's taking place. All right. Not giving away to artists because we're still flipping around things. The show is already set. It's been set. But, you know, minds get changed because things come up with other ideas and other opportunities. So, you know, we're just kind of flipping around things, but the show is set. The band is Premium Blend. Actually, it's L Coates and the TMC. And L Coates, he puts together a great band each and every show. It's hosted by Terry the Voice, Stan McKnight.
McKnight.
And Vinay, Aisha
Vinay
Vinay.
Aisha.
Hey, Vinay Aisha.
We got in trouble
gotta
for
get
that.
her. Yeah, we did. She texted me like, don't do it again. So Vinay Aisha. So she is the crowd pleaser. And I wanted Vinay to do that, man, because she just knows how to win the crowd over, man, no matter what situation it is. Or
Yeah,
no
she's
matter
dope.
what she's dealing with either, man, because
Yeah.
she be having some personal things going on. She still
Oh
coming to
yeah,
deliver,
I've seen
dog.
her. I seen her jump on that stage, didn't want to sing and
Yeah,
bust it out.
Yeah, bust it out. That's why I
Yeah.
said in my post, man, the dedication to this, man, because we all go through something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all go through something.
passion.
You know, I could talk about my cousin Dan, some of the losses that he's taken just throughout the years with friends and close ones, and he's still been there. You know what I'm saying? So even with me and my household alone, you know what I'm saying, we still kick, we still get it
Right.
going. You know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt.
And then my day one DJ Exclusive, you know what I'm saying? He's mean. But DJ Exclusive, he's been there since day one. Our secondary DJ.
Man, you got DJs, photographers,
DJs, man. DJ Schoolboy, we got DJ
videographers,
Schoolboys, yeah.
servers. You got a nice team,
Yeah,
bro.
man. I mean, I really want the people to hear us. They listening. You know, we got a sound crew. We got a
Right.
stage crew. You know, it's
Shout
a
out
whole
to Pop.
production. It's a real production, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We got a light crew. We got a breakdown crew. We got a setup crew. You know, we got people at the door. You know, it's an event that don't need security. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like we don't have no drama. You know, it's a real life upscale event, man.
It's a grown
You know?
up.
Yeah,
it's a
it
grown
really
up
is.
experience.
It really is. And that's the reason why I started. You know, we started on Sundays because I wanted to give thanks. You know what I'm saying? I want to give thanks to God for giving us the ability to be able to do this. So I wanted to do it on Sunday only for that reason. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm a church boy. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, Sunday just didn't meet a lot of people's schedules. So, you know, we decided, you know, to do it on Saturdays now. So, you know, to accommodate the ones who said they couldn't make it because they had to work the next day. So, you know, so hopefully everything is all God's plan. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just shout outs to everybody that's on the show. It's a lot of us. It takes a lot of us to do this, man. And we're moving forward to just be great.
Okay.
Hopefully I explained everything right. So.
No doubt you did. You did a good job, brother, man. You got anybody you want to show some love to, little shout outs or whatever, you know what I mean?
My babies, all my kids, man. You know, AJ, you know, I love you, little dude. That's my little guy.
To the J.
You know, Aries, you know, my guy. He the captain of the ship.
Nephew.
You know, Ariel, the baby. I got to give shout outs to my babies. My oldest, Kennedy, Anaya, you know. I got to give shout outs to the kids, man, because I do it for them.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I do
for
it
sure.
them. My
They
family,
first.
yeah, my family keep me moving, man. They keep me motivated. Even when me and the missus is not seeing eye to eye or things that's not going as planned or our day just not moving the way we need to, man, I look at those babies, man. It's like, all right, let's put it in overdrive. You know what I'm saying? So plus I want to be a positive leader, an example for them, and I want to leave my footprint. So if anything was to ever happen to me, man, they're taken care of just by the people. You know what I'm saying? Like I want people to look at my kids like, man, I know your daddy.
Sir.
I know who
Yes,
your daddy
sir.
was, man. And anything you need or whatever I can do, advice or whatever, I just want my kids to be remembered through me. You know what I'm saying? And,
No doubt.
And that's just what I want, man. I just want longevity.
No doubt. Well, we out of here. Chances Make Champions, the podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe.
D&E Studios.
D&E Studios. Go to D&E Studios. Go to her page and like her page. You know, if you need that
Oh, you gotta
seamstress.
You gotta do that again.
She's a seamstress.
She is a seamstress, but you got to do all that again. You know, all of it. DJ exclusive, man. So this appetizer, we do have an official after party after the show. So every show, you're never supposed to go home. Okay, I don't know what got into Terry the Voice, but he's been forgetting to tell y'all. Stay
Terry the
here
Voice.
and partay. You can partay, keep drinking, and keep eating until it's all gone. We want to scrape the bottom of the pans. All right, so we want you guys to come to this appetizer February 25th.
Dance.
Every opportunity that you get, act up. Okay?
Shake them midgets in your shirt.
Act up. Every opportunity you get, act up and enjoy the show, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy what we're doing, enjoy the budget that we put in.
Yes, sir.
You know, and this is the most important thing. I say tell a friend to tell a friend so we can all be friends.
And there's cameras in the room.
Yeah, it is cameras in the room, so they got to make sure their hair is right.
Yeah, I'll shoot video, and if you ain't right, we're going to put that on the promo video.
We're going to get your lipstick when it's hanging off your lip. We're going to get your eyelash. You're going to get your eyelash when it's about to fall off and you're trying to catch it. You don't want to fall in your macaroni, but it did, and you took it out. You licked your eyebrow, and then you put it back on, then you ate your macaroni. That was nasty, but you ate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going to get all that.
Yeah.
All right? We're going to get the dudes slipping, trying to holler at somebody else while they girl on their shoulder.
Meme working.
We going to get a meme. It's every show.
Oh, yeah. So Meme going to catch
Meme's
that.
day one. Meme is day one.
We got
all right?
photographers and videographers in the room, so make sure you sharp, stay classy, and we out of here.
Out of here. Peace out, man. See y'all till February 25th.
Richie on the beat.
Big homie told me chances make champions. Keep a poker face and play the hand that you was dealt. Big homie told me chances make champions. I done took so many, I think I deserve a belt.
I'm running it up, I'm fucking them up.
I'm thumbing through.
I'm running it up, I'm fucking them up.
I'm thumbing through.
I'm running it up, I'm fucking them up.
I'm thumbing through.
I'm running it up, I'm fucking them up. Hey.
I don't trust none of y'all niggas, can't buy that shit that you sellin'. When it's war, you start bellin', so why is trill what you yellin'? Are they friend or they foe? Shit is really no tellin'. Got no time for the bicker, I'm aiming straight for they melons. Got a gang full of felons and they be slangin' that D. Like I'm slangin' these verses, you know this raw ain't for free.
I work 12-hour shifts.
That shit wasn't for me, so I go hard for a deal. Like a snitch cop a plea, but I stay solid like Keith. Boy, never fold under.